Yo guys, we're here to record a video of Cayo Perico, start to finish, unedited. Basically, we want to start off with the interact menu, set preferences to spawn location Kotsaka. Then we're gonna hop onto, we're gonna hop onto a invite only session. Now basically the only requirements for this heist are to buy the Kotsaka, once you can afford it, buy the helicopter that goes with it, that you can park in the moon pool, and at some point during the scout mission you will have to visit the drainage tunnel. After that you're all good to go. Now we're gonna register as a boss. I already bought the heist, so yeah, it's literally pay 100k and you get this exact screen. I just bought it earlier because then I get hard mode. You get hard mode if you do the heist within an hour. You re-accept it, but that's assuming you did it with 2 people. If you did it solo, it's gonna take 3 hours for the cooldown to reset. So as you can see, I just started the what's it called? The gather intel mission. You hop into the helicopter and yeah, you race your way over there. Pretty simple. I think Procopio is the most northern beach there is. I think this is like the longest thing, the longest distance you can get. So yeah, we're off to a good start. Once we get to the beach and spot the plane that we have to hijack, we just have to kill 5 NPCs and yeah, hop in the plane and make the long flight south. I can understand if this takes way too long for you guys to watch, so yeah, you might want to skip it ahead 10 minutes. That's probably when I'll arrive at Cayo. Go a little bit closer. Best is if you can headshot them, because that saves you a lot of trouble and a lot of bullets. One more over there. Well, they haven't even seen me yet. See? Alright, they're all dead. why, but these bodies are always positioned so nicely. Retract your landing gear as soon as you can. Pick up speed. Yeah, if you can't be bothered to watch this flight, as I said before, you can skip ahead like probably 7 minutes, I'm guessing. But I'm not gonna edit the video so you guys can see that I'm not bullshitting you with how long it takes. I don't know how much of this is true, but someone told me that if you look at the altitude meter here and basically when you get close to the dot you want to be somewhere at 9, because yeah, that's apparently the height where the waypoint is set. But yeah, it's gonna save you a couple of seconds at best. We're flying over the prison now. I remember you used to get a wanted level, but maybe only if you fly low. I don't know. I haven't tried it for a while.
Paren, esperen ahí. Why can't you assholes be on time for once, eh? Arms out, let's go. Okay, get over there. They will bring it soon. Go on.
Just because you are disguised as smuggler does not give you free access. As soon as you leave airstrip, be careful. If guards see you in wrong place and get a proper look at you, they will not give you chance to explain yourself.
Alright, so basically what I'm doing now is I'm checking out what the loot is. If you got bad memory, like I sometimes have because I do this a little bit, I've done this a couple too many times, I forget what's where. You can take pictures of everything. And with everything I mean take pictures of the loot spots, like I'm gonna show you now. there are angles that you can photograph the top. You're gonna have to take 2 pictures as well of each spot if there's 2 locations of materials. Weed is a pretty good loot. It's 3 loot spots and you're full. So this is a good start. Now we prefer finding coke in these spots. But hey, this is a really good start. We can just take the we can just scout the final thing now and be happy with it. But I'm just gonna show you guys the full loot locations. That's a real easy location that you can loot. This is a real easy location that you can loot. Now I see there's only cash there, so I'm not even gonna photograph it because I got better loot in the hangar. So I will definitely not be visiting there. Now the next step, take this motorbike. It's right at the end. Right at the end there. Go through the gate, and instead of following the road, you're gonna want to dip down here. Hug the coast a bit. Don't go too fast because you'll knock yourself off by the trees. Make sure you don't get spotted by that camera. Stay along the beach. Don't worry about anything, just stay along the beach. Go all the way around. Don't go too fast here, you will drive into the water. Make a tiny wheelie over this. And I'm happy with the loot, so you can just book it straight over there, but just to show you guys, there's another loot spot here, which is actually a faster run. There's no guards coming up, so I'm easy to check it out. Okay, there's only 2 times weed. If there's 2 times coke in here, you're gonna want to take this route instead. To open the door, you're gonna use this lever. Pavel will tell you that it takes 2 men to open the lever, but he lies. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So then you're gonna book it over here. The guard's still okay in that position. Bop a little wheelie over the top here. And then we're just gonna drive along the edge here. You're gonna need a little speed for that jump, but I'm sure you guys can figure that out. Now you've got 2 options, but there's a guard chasing me, so I'm just gonna take the wide route. Just cut across this. If I'm not mistaken, there's a little hole in the fence just at the final corner. Bop a little wheelie over that little gap. Make sure you don't drive into the guard there. Go all the way up. Alright, now we see that there's a guard on the ground there. He's right behind that box. That guarantees that the hacking box will not be down below. I know for a fact that it's always up top because that guard is there. If there's no guard there, you know that it's downstairs. It's real easy to find them because they buzz like crazy. Alright, so this is the hacking box. This way you want to sharpen your math skills. Alright, we need to get 19. So the stripe with 2 slashes through it means that I'm gonna duplicate my previous number, and the other ones are gonna make it so they stay the same number. As you can see, it all adds up to 19.
Okay, I have access. The app is on your phone.
Open up your phone, hit sites here, and then you're gonna want to skip 3 cameras to the right. 2, and the 3rd camera, and this should be the loot room. There we go.
You see there?
Not bad, we got the necklace. Second worst loot.
This would break the neck of any woman except Russian, I think.
If you want to do it with more people, you can scout around. But really, the only thing that I leave to scout is this. Oh, there's a painting there. I might want to change my loot. Nah, no, not 2 paintings, so we're not gonna do that. Alright, I'm happy with what I've scouted. But you can scout the rest if you want to run this with multiple people. But this is gonna take 2 people to open all those spots. But I'm gonna run it solo, so I'm not interested in that. I'm just gonna suicide off of here, because that's a way quicker way to get back to the plane. If you've never done this before, you're gonna wanna, before I leave the map, you're gonna wanna visit here. You're gonna wanna dive into the water around about where I'm holding my mouse, and there should be a drainage tunnel there. Once you've visited that spot, you get to leave. But I've done that before, so it's already available for me, so I'm not gonna do that. These circles just mean there's somewhere in there there's a little pile of sand and you can loot 25k there. Not really worth getting, takes too much time. So I'm just gonna leave. And then here comes the fun part. Alright, that's the scouting complete. Immediately, remember we've got our respawn set to Katsaka. We're immediately gonna go online, find new session, invite only session. Now because we spawned here at the airport, our Kotsaka will spawn at Vespucci Beach, which saves us having to move it. Because this is actually a really, really good position to start all your missions from, and I'm gonna show you why. And we're gonna waste a tiny bit of time to get on the wheel. We're gonna drive the Katsaka. We're gonna rotate it into that little gap. Everyone knows the little gap next to Vespucci Beach, the very end of Vespucci Beach. So I'm sure you guys can find that. Alright, this is the fun part. Because there's a part here where the Katsaka doesn't actually fit through. But if you maintain enough speed, you can wiggle your way over it. And you know, that makes just life easier. We're wasting a couple of minutes here to save it on all the other missions. Alright, so basically what I'm doing is I'm approaching here. I need to keep speed here. I cannot stop. Don't bump into the small pillars, but the big floaty green one, that's fine. Now here you're gonna wiggle. You're gonna want to wiggle as much as possible, because that's gonna make sure that you maintain your speed. See, because now my tail's out of the water. I can't actually move. And we're back in the water. This way I get to park my Katsaka pretty much in the middle of the city. Now you can be crazy like me and just ram it on top here. It's gonna look a little bit glitchy at times, but hey, that's fine. Oops, wrong button. Alright, that's where we're gonna leave it. Now from this spawn, we're gonna do all the missions, all the setups. And I show you exactly which setups are the only requirements. We're gonna do the approach vehicle as last because, yeah, it's a little bit annoying. And yeah, I just prefer doing this. We do not need demolition charges because we're gonna go stealth. Demolition charges means that you're gonna explode the entrance and all the guards are immediately gonna be alerted, making your Cayo Perico infinitely harder. Come on. Now that we're doing the cutting torch, you literally just need to enter this place. There will never be guards. Don't have to worry about the camera because you cannot disable it. Oh yeah, it's in here. Alright. Hop out. I don't care about the camera for this mission. Now every single time, I don't care where it is, I'm gonna step a little bit to this side, open my phone, and I'm just gonna click a photo like that. Send it to Pavel and leave the building. That way somehow Pavel can always read the board. He has very good eyes. No, we can pretty much guarantee that we can always go towards the big buildings. Big buildings, that direction, because it's always somewhere towards Rockford. Now it tells you to take the other way entrance here, but I always prefer this side because you get a better angle peak. Don't worry if you die here a couple of times. I die here plenty. Shooting me through the van. Alright, time to armor up. Oh, I'm good. Alright, we've got the bag.
Just get the cutter back to me and have the eyes in the back of your head, yes?
Now, as you can see, I'm pretty close to my delivery point. That's part 1 complete.
for necklace, huh, Capitan? Well, for this, and to see if we can.
No, we're not doing approach vehicle yet. Fingerprint cloning is the next one. Oh shit. My god, my guy looks messed up.
The fingerprint scanner we saw in Mr. Rubio's office is state-of-the-art. Ordinary hacking tools is out of the question, so we have only one option. We find the fail-safe tool. This is the backup which allows for reconstructing Mr. Rubio's fingerprints.
Okay, for this mission we're gonna need to visit 2 locations again. First location we're gonna get attacked. Second location is free game.
But first things first, we find his archives. Head to the coordinates I have sent you.
Let's see, what was it again? Oh yeah.
He's rotated every few weeks.
I need to be this side of it.
It's documented on the computer system in this warehouse.
As you can see, I'm a very good pilot.
Or just kill the tower. There will be circuit box not too far from here. It will be guarded in there. You avoid the cameras.
The car will also always be parked outside where the security box is. Make life easy for you. Alright, we're gonna whip out a gun. The guards aren't expecting us yet. The moment we peek that guy, they're all gonna notice us. Don't walk back too much, because you will be thrown outside again.
It may be some time before they realize what we have taken. Find the computer terminal. We will hack it and locate the archives. I know what you're thinking. Hacking into a cybersecurity system is like pissing into the wind, yes? Well, if I
Just
were
click when the red letter is between the lines, or yeah, whatever your action button is.
the location of the archive.
Good enough.
You are close now. There will be CCTV here as well.
Alright, we're gonna have to shoot 2 cameras here. No matter what the location is, there's always 2 cameras. They'll always be in the same places. And for this building, it's always gonna look the same on the inside. You can literally skip looking at everything else. You don't need to look at any of that. You just need to walk in this last little bit, because it's always going to be on one of these 3 tables.
I strongly suggest you do not wait
And then you
around.
can just race out. So yeah, if you pretty much just walk like I just did through that end bit, you don't even have to see it. The pickup range is pretty big. Alright, the server's gonna be alerted, but it doesn't matter because we're in an invite-only session. But it wouldn't matter anyway because we're this close. They have like 10 seconds to interrupt us. Alright, that's the second mission done. I don't know why, but I always find this next mission very satisfying.
We can begin at the screen whenever you are ready, Captain.
The cutting torch.
Goodbye. No loose ends. Mr. Rubio takes hold of loose end. He will strangle you with it, yes? Okay.
Alright, normally if you don't have a helicopter, you'd go through the elevator, travel to the back of the building, go through the elevator again, back to the back, and you will end up at the top here at this elevator shaft. But we're not gonna do that because that takes forever. So we're just gonna land right here. We've entered like normal. You're gonna run up to this table, make a little circle, and pick up the hard hat. There's going to be a hard hat at every single location right by the entrance, similar to that. Could be slightly to the right of the entrance, could be hidden behind a container or some shit. I always pretty much walk the same route. The only thing is, once you've got this hard hat on, the guards will not be suspicious of you, so yeah, no worries, you can just walk around freely, but do not bump into them. They will take offense and shoot the hell out of you.
Do you have it? Bring it back for safekeeping.
Now go running down, you can run like normal. Going up, you're gonna go slow like this. So to avoid that, you're just gonna jump once. Jump once. Just save it feeling so slow. And we're just gonna drop down like a madman, because our Kutsaka is right there.
Ours is a strange business, Captain. We work so hard to get new weapons, vehicles, equipment, and then afterwards we destroy it all.
And that's the third mission done. Now we've just got the weapon and the boat to go. All the tools have been gathered. So for the weapons, I just take aggressor because, yeah, got a good pistol. Now you always hope for the 707 Vespucci, Schlumberger Sachs, whatever it's called. Or, yeah, you're basically hoping for one of the buildings. If you get the Merryweather HQ, yeah, then either restart the mission if you really don't want to do it, or, yeah, good luck. You got a long flight. Now for these buildings, you can actually do them stealth for the most part. I'm gonna show you exactly how. Schlumberger Sachs is the only building that's a little bit hard to land on with a helicopter, so you might want to take the flying motorbike. If you have it, of course. Yeah, park your helicopter here. I'll just equip my most basic pistol with a suppressor. Now once you enter this building, do not walk into that door, because that will set off the alarm. But if you shoot the door, and then shoot that guard, you can just walk through it, no alarm will go off. This guard is blind as a bat, and these two guys are just chilling here. And they don't even know what the hell is going on. These guys over there have no idea. This guy, you can just shoot him in the head and he'll be fine with that. You can just say, yo, what's up guys? And no one will do anything. Oh, you can even ask them like, yo, anyone got the code? No, alright. Go hack it yourself then. I pretty much just look for the first two numbers, 52, 42. I've actually spotted it already.
Was that it? Did it open the locker?
Yeah, take the guns.
Okay, it's one thing to get them. It is another thing to keep them. Get ready.
I thank everyone for being so hospitable. I mean, you can run out, you can walk out, doesn't really matter. Thanks guys. Now don't forget, leave through the roof. The amount of times I've screwed myself over and left to the ground with no way of getting back to the roof. Now these helicopters, they will start attacking you immediately, so you're going to want to get in as quickly as possible and just book it out of there. Or if you got really good aim, you might want to shoot the gunners out of the back and leave the pilot alive. That way they'll just follow you but not shoot you. But hey, if you're quick with getting into your helicopter, then just do it that way, much quicker. Alright, so now we've just got the vehicle to hijack. The approach vehicle, we want the long fin, the final one. Now, if you got a phantom wedge, you can skip part of this explanation, but I actually do have it, but I'm not going to use it just to show you guys the full way to do it, assuming you've got nothing, just a helicopter. Alright. A little bit annoying because we're this close. We're gonna have to wait until Pavel's finished talking. Don't actually go to the police station because you will trigger the police. Just get somewhere close to it like we are now. Alright, he's told us the location, we can start booking it there. If you rotate your camera a little bit, you can make out that in one location there's 2 trucks, and the other location there's 1 truck. I actually recommend always going for the 1 truck location because that's the Phantom Wedge. Doesn't have bulletproof tires, but it's a very strong, very fast vehicle, truck really. I only recently bought the Phantom Wedge, so... But yeah, then you can skip this part if you have it. I'm just gonna leave a helicopter here. Alright, so my advice for this one... let's see, how was it again? Oh yeah. We shoot that guy, the rest won't be triggered if you're far enough away. Then you shoot these guys, and that guy will get up. And you can take them pretty much quickly in succession, and there's only going to be 1 guy left over there. Alright, now we've killed everyone. We double check if we still got armor. I didn't. Alright, now that we're fully health, fully armored up, we're good to go. Reason why I say full health, full armor is because my method, you will get shot by the police. But sometimes they don't really hit you that badly, so sometimes it's not necessary, but I recommend doing it just to be safe. Alright. Now that we're a little distance towards where we need to be, I pretty much open up my map, and the delivery point is always going to be over here. So we're going to set a waypoint there ready. Because when the police is chasing you, you will not have a waypoint. There are ways of basically taking the boat and not having the police chase you, but that requires you to kill them all and then kill yourself. But that seems like a lot of effort to me. So we're just gonna do it this way. By the way, if you buy the Phantom Wedge to skip this part, you will get the exact same Phantom Wedge as this one because it's not upgradable. Alright. I'm pretty much just gonna reverse in there because I'm a terrible driver like that. Now, if you haven't healthed and armored up yet, now is your last opportunity to. You're gonna reverse in here. They're gonna start shooting at you. You're gonna hook on the boat. You're just gonna drive out. Don't go too fast because your trailer will bounce in all directions. Yeah, either follow your waypoint or make a tiny bit of a detour, thinking that you can juke the police, but you probably can't. But your truck's actually pretty fast, and the police, you can lose them pretty easy with it, surprisingly. The only thing to lose them though is as you can see, I just go all the way over here. Oh, I actually expected that one to see me. Alright, maybe this one won't see me. Nah, see? Alright, I've been spotted again. Actually, once you're over in this part, yeah, just take any of the alleyways and the police instantly lose you. I don't know why, but the computer does not react well to the alleyways. What the hell saw me? Alright. I messed up a little bit, so it's gonna take a little bit longer. I actually feel like I'm in a really bad spot right now. This might not actually work. Worst case, you can get out as well. And oh shit, they actually saw me. Alright, then I'm gonna properly lose them now, because this is taking too long. And they're all around me. God damn it. You can just leave your trailer wherever. Pick it up after. That's fine. Go down any alleyway, make a turn, and you've lost them. And then just wait for the timer to pass. I wonder if I fit through there, just for curiosity's sake.
Deliver the boat to the docks. I have contact who can fix it and store it until we are ready. I have made arrangements for disguises. It is not like these people have uniform.
That's another reason why I leave this for last, because, yeah, sometimes you mess up. Gently gonna nudge it, hoping to rotate it a bit. Good enough. Oh, really? What is this timing? I actually find the brakes really bad on this thing, so yeah, just let go of accelerating in turns and you should be somewhat fine, and release the gas a little bit early.
So, Capitan, you will do the final stage of this operation alone.
Alright, that's the full setup done.
Yes, you must split the profit. But there is more likely to be profit, and there will be more of you to carry more of it. You think about it, yes?
I need to pee really bad, so I'm gonna leave you guys hanging a little bit. But we're gonna go to a new session again. Be right back. Alright, so now that we've washed our hands, we can do the final heist. I'm sure Mr. Ruby will be very happy with us.
We have all we need now, yes, Capitan? We go
Okay, so the final heist. We've done the prep, we've done all the essential preps. As you can tell, I did not take a silencer or anything. I'm not even gonna buy armor extra, because we're not actually gonna shoot anyone. We're not gonna get shot. We're not gonna interact with anything. We're just gonna run. Actually, we're gonna shoot one guy. Long fin, only vehicle. Alright, because we're gonna go to the hangar, we're gonna go to the main dock. If we identified something in the other building, we would have gone to the north dock. So, main dock for the start. Drainage tunnel. Airstrip. Time of day, daytime, because you can see better. And as you can see, I'm just not even gonna do anything with weapon. Look, I don't even have suppressor selected. For some reason, I'll get it anyway. gonna make a hard left. We'll get through this little gap because we can. Personally, I like to rotate my boat a little bit here. So then I feel like it doesn't drift so far then. Just in case. I'm just gonna race up here. Pull out a gun. Headshot the guy. I know, we're actually gonna kill 2 people. That was one of them. At the very end, I'm gonna kill 1 more person. I always park it pretty much in front here, so you leave that gate open there. Remember I said you need 3 stacks of weed for a full bag? And that's exactly what we're gonna do there. 4 stacks of money, or 3 stacks of weed, or 2 stacks of coke. Now you can just click a few times, hit escape, and it'll pick up the rest automatically. You don't actually need to continue spamming. Like, see? And we need 1 more stack from below, and we're full. And we can actually do the real heist. Alright, so we got our 3 stacks of Marijucci. We're gonna run ourselves out of here, straight back to the boat because we're full.
Back in the side saddle, huh, Capitan? You know, I think Mr. Rubio is best thing that ever happened to us. And we are worst thing ever happened to him, huh?
Make a bit of space for myself. Come on. Turn. Alright. Finally turned. I love this boat. It goes so fast it becomes uncontrollable.
I love this job. Let's make some money.
Second corner here, and we're at his house. Alright. I like to come to a pretty much full stop because then he does the little dive thing. Don't forget to equip your rebreather. If you got the settings for it, I recommend putting your sensitivity up a lot because this is not sensitive at all. Yeah, the quicker you can do this, the better, obviously.
Excellent. Did I ever tell you about this?
Now for this bit, the cutscene doesn't start until your character comes to a full stop, so you can actually stop swimming at this point. Oh, a little bit later. Whoops. So a little bit after the nudge in the pipe there. Alright, now that we're in the base, the game makes you think you want to go forward, but we're actually going to do a full 180. Go the other stairs. Make a right. Follow all the way down here. And I'll run this as autistic as possible so you guys can see. This guy is turned away in like just before. So you can just run through it. These guys will not hit you. Once you're up these second pair of stairs though, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. Because there's a guard coming here. He won't see you though, as long as you stay on the corner. And the only difference with hard mode is you're not allowed to kill anyone inside this base, because they will be alerted in like 30 seconds or 60 seconds, I'm not sure. And the only other difference is this hack gets one extra. As you can see, I pretty much always go for the top and then cycle downwards until I match them. You can do it as a 1, 2, 3 thing as well. That's like 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, once you've done these a couple of times, you get better at them. You start seeing it quicker.
There will be many locked doors in Mr. Rubio's house. Worth looking for keys, I think.
I actually got really bad secondary loot now.
Excellent. Now get into the elevator.
Only 420.
Good. We made it again.
Then the quickest way to do this is in 4 times, just all the way up, let it drain, all the way up, let it drain, all the way up, and then one more time and we're done.
You'll have trouble sneaking out with this necklace. It is visible from space, I think.
Alright,
It looks like they have sealed off the drainage pipe.
now for the exit you're going to want to pay attention to your mini-map at all times. This part you know that there's going to be no one here, so you can just run through it back the same way you came. Right up until this corner. This is the only corner where you have to check. Oh shit. Alright, just in time. That guard just turned, but I got lucky.
Just because you're fleeing the crime scene of the
No, that guard isn't anywhere. Isn't gonna see me.
FPS, you like it, you take it.
And the buttons here, my guy knows it, but he forgets it every time. Alright, as of this point, it doesn't matter if you get seen anymore. Because it already counts it as that you've completed the heist in stealth. Now, this is the only other guy I'm gonna shoot. I'll hop on his bike, turn around, go around these 3 little trees. There's a little gap here in the thing. Jump up here, go over here, just around this tree. Then we're gonna look here and go through this gap, and bop it as far as we can, hop off just at the end so we take no damage. And then we're gonna look for these 3 mines in the water. The moment we get, there's like a whalebone thing, whale skeleton, like right there. The moment we get there, we've finished it. Alright, that's basically the full heist from start to end. There's slight variations to how to do it, but yeah, I'm sure you guys will figure it out. I hope you learned something from this, and yeah, I'll let the end screen roll, and yeah, good luck. Alright, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.